beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you don't miss a video. Okay, I think we've all seen something like this on Pinterest or one of those websites like the Refinery. I came across an article on popsugar.com titled 20 Beauty Mistakes That You Need to Stop Making Right Now. So I was actually gonna read it when I saw the title, but I was thinking, why not just make it a video and share with you guys how I feel about it and if I'm doing any of the things on that list. I'm actually a little nervous because I might be. So the first thing on the list is not cleaning your makeup brushes. We've all been guilty of this from time to time. Even most makeup artists confess that the time-consuming brush cleaning process is their least favorite part of the job. But even if you don't care that dirty brushes can make you break out, don't forget that they're affecting your makeup application. Not only will the colors be all muddled together, but a precise technique is rendered way more complicated. Okay. I'm guilty of this. If I'm using a nude eyeshadow and I'm gonna use a nude eyeshadow the next day, I'm not gonna wash that. I'm just gonna spray it with some alcohol and keep it moving. Plus I have tons of eyeshadow brushes, so I'm just gonna keep using a bunch of different ones 2 or 3 times until I don't have any more. You know? And then I'll wash my 100 brushes. The next thing on the list is putting bronzer on your whole face. Oh my god. No, bronzer does not go on your whole face. It usually just goes on the outer corners, so around here, sometimes on your cheeks, right here and here. Sometimes people put it on their nose as well, but bronzer does not go all over your face. So what this says is if you want to fake a sun-kissed glow, use suntanner on your face and not bronzer. Third on the list is matching foundation to the back of your hand. Yeah, that's kind of a no-no. I usually put them on my hand to get an idea of what it looks like. Typically you're not supposed to, because what if your hands are a different color than your face or different color than your neck? Then what are you gonna do? You're just gonna walk around looking crazy. You're supposed to match right here. My foundation actually doesn't match right now, but I don't think you can tell. So the next thing on the list is sleeping in your makeup. So I've actually done this a few times. I have no excuse. I don't know why. I did it. Okay, I did it. So what this says is, yes, you know that this is bad. After all, it's probably why the beauty industry invented cleansing wipes. But it doesn't just cause breakouts. Falling asleep with a dirty face can make you look older sooner. Makeup settles in your pores and stretches them out, which is permanent over time. And large pores equals rough, aged skin. I'm guilty. The next thing on the list, which is number 5, is applying concealer wrong. While it seems like it makes sense to apply concealer over top of your dark circles, applying it in an upside down triangle shape below the eye creates an overall brightening effect. I feel like everyone understands this now. It's pretty much the basis of highlighting and contouring. So what they're saying is when you're applying your concealer, you want to apply it here and here. Oh, did I just get this dirty? Am I gonna wash it? No. I'm not. Next one, number 6, is applying lip liner just to the edges. Unless your desired look is a throwback to the 90s, don't do this. Even if you apply lipstick on top, your lip color will fade, leaving an unflattering ring around your mouth. So I am definitely guilty of this if they mean applying it just to the edge of your mouth, because I'm not wasting my lip liner and filling in my whole lip. I'll probably only get to use a lip liner 3 times before it runs out. No, that's not gonna work for me. Number 7 is wearing waterproof mascara every day. Unless you're a very sweaty individual or a synchronized swimmer, you shouldn't wear a waterproof formula every day. It's very drying on the lashes, and since these mascaras are hard to remove, you'll probably rub your eyes a lot during the cleaning process and end up losing some lashes. First of all, I'm just gonna make 2 suggestions and I'm gonna leave it at that. Mascara primer, waterproof eye makeup remover. Number 8 is skipping base coat. If you wonder why your at-home mascaras never last more than a few days without a major chip, this is the reason. I don't do my nails at home. Number 9 is using the wrong blush formula. If your blush looks unnatural, reconsider switching from cream to powder or vice versa. While powder tends to last longer, cream leaves the most natural looking flush. Makes a lot of sense. I'd actually recommend using a cream blush before you put on your face powder and then using a matching powder blush on top. I mean, that's basically what we do with our face. We put on a liquid or cream foundation, and then we put powder on top. I feel like what I just said has nothing to do with what they said in the article, but it's just a quick tip. The next one, number 10, is wearing too much foundation. Unless you're hiding discoloration or blemishes, there's no reason to apply foundation to your entire face. It can make you look like you're wearing a mask. I do agree with this for an everyday type of makeup look, because if you're using a foundation that matches your skin perfectly, and you have maybe like dark circles or darkness around here or a dark spot, you really can just apply a concealer or a foundation on those areas and cover it up with the powder, spray your face and keep it moving, to be honest. But why? I feel like, why not use it all over your face? Just use a brush that'll give you like a more sheer finish. I just feel like if you're gonna go all the way, all right? Number 11 is not using primer with glitter eyeshadow. First, I'm just gonna say, if you're not using any type of primer with your shadow, you're doing it wrong already. So, but this says, if you hate glitter eyeshadow because of all the fallout, you're doing it wrong. Dampen a brush with redness relieving eye drops, swirl it in your shade of choice, then apply to the lid. Sounds weird, but glitter is more likely to stick using this technique. Okay, I mean, I've never tried it, so I really don't have much to say, to be honest. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Number 12 is not setting your concealer. I mean, that's pretty obvious, because if you don't set your concealer is just gonna heat up to your body temperature, which is 98 degrees, and it's gonna get warm, it's just gonna crease. So pretty much wasting your time and your product. Number 13, curling your lashes with mascara on. This is a huge no-no. Not only will you ruin your previously perfect mascara application, but the curler can stick to your gunky lashes and yank them out. I'm guilty, and I don't feel bad for doing it either. Makes my lashes look longer. Number 14, applying your blush incorrectly. Hopefully you're not calling it a day after swirling 2 clown-like circles on your cheeks. Smile, then apply blush from the apples of the cheeks along your cheekbones to your temples, making sure the color is blended. My first thought is, aren't your temples up here? I don't want blush up there. No, I don't want blush up there. I understand what they're saying, because most times people think blush is supposed to go in a circle right here, when most times it probably shouldn't. So I guess I understand that. I don't really do it, but I don't agree with that temple part. Number 15, adding nail polish remover to thin out old nail polish. Oh my gosh, I used to be so guilty of this when I was younger. I just thought it would make it more liquidy, you know, if it dried out or got a little too gunky, I'd just add a little bit of that in it, and I'll just paint my nails, and it seemed to be fine. So let me read this. This is serious sabotage. The chemicals in remover break down polish, rendering the bottle shade unusable. Use a nail polish thinner instead. 16, applying your makeup in the wrong lighting. Sometimes your bathroom lights can give off a false reading. I don't want to say a false reading, but it can make your makeup look really good. But as soon as you leave the bathroom or when you go outside, it might not look as good. So I'd recommend sitting in front of a window by some sunlight, or get a white type of light bulb, because that's the kind of lighting that the sun gives off, so you'll probably get the coloring correct if you do that. Next one is keeping makeup for too long. If you're using an eyeshadow you had in high school and you're anything but a college freshman or a sophomore, throw it out. Makeup expires in anything from a few months to less than 2 years. I will admit, if I have any makeup that has like a powder type finish, like anything powdery, I'm not throwing it out until I'm done. I'm not gonna buy a limited edition eyeshadow palette and then throw it away in 3 years if I've only used it once. Like, it's not getting thrown away. Sorry, popsugar. Number 18 is applying the wrong shade of concealer. So it says, it may seem like applying a lighter shade makes sense, but in reality it's just drawing attention to what you're trying to hide. Match your concealer to your foundation, which should match your skin tone. Okay, so you do need a concealer that matches your skin tone exactly, because if you have a scar that you're trying to hide and your foundation doesn't cover it, you want to dab that concealer onto it. If you apply a lighter concealer, of course it's going to draw more attention, but you do need a lighter concealer to highlight under your eyes, wherever you want to highlight, down your nose, on your forehead, whatever. So I feel like you need 2 concealers. I'm just gonna say that. Number 19 is pumping the brush in an almost empty mascara tube. When you do this, you're not actually scooping up every last trace of mascara, you're pumping air into the tube, which dries out the formula. Unless you want clumpy spider lashes, just buy a new tube. I do pump it in there when my mascara tube is close to full, or almost, or like halfway full, but this says almost empty, so I'm not guilty because this doesn't apply to me. The last one is using the wrong primer for your foundation formula. This one I 100% agree with. Definitely look into that one if you haven't done so already. But yeah, I don't think I'm guilty of too many things on this list. If you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below. I actually had so much fun doing it. I would love to do more, and I'll see you in my next video.